Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
Yes, it's the end of the year, almost. We don't know. End of the year show could be the last one. We don't know. We don't know.
I think it is the last one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I might do like a recap. It'll be the last one with the two of us.
Johnny will edit it together. The best stories, the craziest stories.
Do like some commentary, maybe like some behind the scenes stuff. I might go all the way back to the
reaction to our reactions.
No, not a reaction, but maybe some commentary on what was going on behind the scenes. If we have any good moments like that.
There was a guy get mad that we talk about eating ass. Is that what you like?
Something like that. Yeah, we could do stuff like that. Yeah, we talked about that.
Dude, you know what would be best is pop-ups. If we remember that show Pop-Ups,
pop-up video.
Where they would just have weird factoids come on the video screen.
Pop-up video.
Yeah, that was the best. The death of television. That's the saddest thing we lost.
Was that VH1, right?
Yeah, it was great.
That was like their best thing. That was VH1's best thing.
Well, it was so funny. Like, you knew things were going bad when VH1 just went all black. You're like, hold on, what the
really?
classic metal?
Is it all black? I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
Now it's just like Shaniqua doesn't know who the dad is, but they're all like super hot black chicks.
What do you mean? It's like Jerry Springer kind of stuff?
No. It's basically like high end, like basketball wives, that kind of content.
I got you, like reality TV stuff.
Yeah, like really hot black chicks who date really successful
guys. Is it like Real Housewives? Is it like that kind?
Yeah, but it's like black.
I think that's Real Housewives of Atlanta, all black.
Yeah, super hot hot black chicks doing super hot shit.
If you want to suggest something for the end of the year, like maybe your favorite moments or something, I'll try to find them. And you can call the number that is going to be right here. I'm going to say it.
Oh, that's pretty cool, Johnny. That's pretty cool. They'll tell us their favorite moments. We'll put it together.
323-825-9010.
How long has this show been going?
Let me see. That's a good question, Sam. I think it's probably about 2 years, I would say. Something like that. I bet we're nearing 2 years. Because I was looking at a chart. It was
definitely when I was living in back in Hollywood, and Hollywood Boulevard was dead. When I used to do those Hollywood safaris.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, episode 1 was April 3rd, 2020. So 2 years and change, 2.5 years, something like that.
Oh yeah, it's almost 3 years old. That's a lot of stories, bro.
2 years, 8 months.
Damn.
Crazy. And the number, dude, if you look at the number. Like this
podcast is almost ready to go to preschool.
Yeah, like if you look at the average numbers of the first year, it's like tripled, maybe quadrupled since then.
Johnny, I've been you're
Good
freezing
numbers.
up a lot, which means it's 100% my end, and the Chinese, the globalists, the intelligence agencies just know when we're recording, and they just jack my swag.
Yeah, it's your signal that was coming in badly, but the good thing about the system we have is that if you just keep talking, it still gets recorded because the way it works is it uploads it, you know what I'm saying, from your computer. So we're good.
Evil plan. I like that. Johnny, I was invited to, I'd say, 5 Christmas parties. I went to 1.
Which, because you went to the comedy store one.
2. I got invited to 6, went to 2. Because I just have crippling social anxiety. I went to one of the parents. It was one where I ate all the devil eggs, which people said they loved. That true story.
I thought you were going to go to Adam Carolla's Christmas party.
I was supposed to go, and I got social anxiety.
You didn't even. Oh, that one would have been a cool one, dude. Man, you have to.
That would have been a cool one.
I love that you're.
I would have liked to have gone.
My favorite thing about you, of all the things about you, this is my favorite thing, is that you're willing to sacrifice your life for this show by going to Hollywood Boulevard and interacting with roving street gangs of Hispanics,
black trans,
we know are violent. But you will not.
Oh, Johnny, that got racist.
No, I'm saying because we know that they just beat the crap out of that guy. Remember last week?
Oh
and
yeah.
you were trying to track down that street gang of Latinos that just beat the crap
yeah.
out of that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you risk
vigilante
your life.
style.
Yeah, you'll risk your life vigilante style, but you won't go to a Christmas party with some celebrities so that we can have a good story.
Yeah. I know, bro. I get sad. Jimmy Dore invited me to his New Year's Eve party, and I want to go, but I also get really, really weirded out.
You're like me though, right?
I can't explain.
If you go, you won't regret going, but it's
won't.
misery. Yeah, it's misery to get there.
But I feel this intense pressure to entertain and be conversational.
No, I totally get it. Yeah, like, I mean, the worst thing is to just be in the corner.
Like, part of me wants to learn magic just so I can do stuff. Hey, is this your card?
Like Jimmy Schubert? Yeah, he's great with that.
Yeah, that's all I do. I have social anxiety, so some people fart when they have social anxiety. I break out in magic.
David Blaine. I do. There's no way David Blaine would be talking to anybody. That guy would be. I mean, he would be like an accountant or something. That the accountant that needed like somebody to translate for him at the front desk because he was so shut down mentally, socially. I mean, that's how
Johnny,
Blaine has no
would you say
overall?
Skills. Would you say overall magicians have the highest level of creeper?
Magician out of what? Like all entertainers, like all celebrities,
just like every
Hollywood,
occupation.
Out of every occupation.
Yeah, almost outside of serial killer. Would you say?
No, not of every, because you're forgetting about puppetry, like puppet artists and the people who do like children's TV shows and stuff.
The occupations with the biggest creepers.
YouTube children's channel host.
Yeah, that is number one.
Number one with a bullet.
Fighting with magician.
Yeah, magician's up there.
Right, it's a real battle for the creepiest.
A lot of good comedians were magicians, though.
Yeah, but that doesn't help because comics are creepers too.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of them, but no, that's for sure up there. I'm trying to think. Well, like, yeah, I mean, YouTube TV hosts, like, put those in with puppet people who do what do they call them? Puppet masters or whatever, puppeteers.
Yeah. Puppeteers,
right? Yeah, those assholes. Yeah, they're up there too.
Puppeteers, children's entertainers on YouTube. Magicians are super creepy. Televangelists, are they pretty high up?
Oh yeah, big time. House of Representatives, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that whole thing that happened in the Senate's kind of nuts. We haven't talked about that yet.
Wait, you're talking about the video?
Yeah, which is like,
yeah,
would you say,
I have
Johnny?
That in Phone Stupid, yeah.
Okay, do you want to save it for that?
No, let's do it right now while we're talking about it. Go ahead. I'll bring it up. Hold
Johnny,
on.
do you think that's let's say I'm asking you a legit question right now.
Go ahead.
Do you think that is the most viewed gay porn of all time now?
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to ask me if it was the gayest thing ever to happen in the House of Representatives. And I was like, no, definitely not. But or was it the Senate? Hold on, I'm trying to find the link. I have it opened here, but wait, where did it go? Most viewed gay porn. That's a good question. I can't think of one that would be more viewed.
Is that the number one viewed gay porn of all time? And is that guy
might be one
literal
of those,
like gay porn
legend tell me what
right
counts.
now?
Tell me what counts. Does the black guy with the hog that people pass around as a gag, like rickrolling people, does that count?
Doing gay porn, or is that just a gay picture?
That was supposed to be. Yeah, I think that was supposed. He did it. I think it's what they said. That's what I'd always heard, is that he did it.
Put that in somebody's butt, bro. Think about that.
I mean, that's...
Think about that, dude.
That's damage, dude. That's doing some damage. You don't come back from that.
Like, how do you do that, bro?
Let me just... I don't even...
How do you do that, bro?
Lots of petroleum jelly, I would say.
Oh, my God. How does it snap back?
All right, here's the story right here. This is unbelievable.
Dude, so
I just
crazy.
Can't believe this
it's
story.
like...
All right, here we go. So if you don't know, this is from the New York Post. Oh, God. They want me to allow ads. All right.
Fucking bullshit. That's
All
some.
right, just get
that's
off my screen.
Just get off my screen, bro.
Senate, this is from New York Post again. Senate staffer who allegedly filmed public sex in Congress ousted from Ben Cardin's office. It was a gay pornographic film. That's what it was. A U.S. Senate staffer allegedly caught filming himself having sex in a judiciary committee hearing room no longer has his job. Senator Ben Cardin, Democrat, Maryland, said on Twitter. Iden Maisie Shurovsky is no longer employed by the U.S. Senate. We have no further comment on the personnel matter. A spokeswoman told the Post. His face appeared to be clearly visible, according to the Spectator. Why would he do that? Which first broke this? He must have known he was going to get fired. The roughly 8
Of course, bro.
The roughly 8 seconds.
Of course, he's like, bro. Dude, this is exactly what happened, bro. He's like, I'm gonna do this. Ever. Yeah. I'm gonna get fired, and I'm gonna get all those gay dollars.
That's so crazy, dude. It was only 8 seconds. Apparently, his face appeared clearly visible, and it was the same room where nominees to the Supreme Court are grilled by senators. So it's that same room where they were asking what's his name, and he was talking about, we're just drinking beers with my bros. That room. It was. So maybe it wasn't the gayest.
And now the guy do you guys think the guy who was doing the pounding? Do you think his dick has to register as a foreign agent?
This is
because
you're not saying
he's a German, bro. This guy isn't even letting Americans bang him in the ass.
Look at this.
I wonder if that dick has dual citizenship.
Here he is, right here. Did you see him? That's the guy.
That guy is so hilarious.
He's got a Rehoboth
and then
shirt
there's
on.
all these pictures coming where it's like, you don't know if they're real, but it's so funny. They're like, that guy's picture is like, I'm just dreaming of Lindsey Graham spitting in my mouth.
That's terrible. Oh,
you're like,
can you imagine?
This is where we are. What is reality? So my question to you is like, let's say that's not real. The guy's like, I'm dreaming of Lindsey Graham spitting in my mouth.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
But somebody made it. It's almost like it's almost become an even better world because now we can crank up the reality a little bit and it's even funnier.
This world is better, you're saying?
Yeah, I think some of the stuff, I think Twitter's made the world a better place.
Oh, for sure. Lately it has, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
So, Johnny,
definitely. I gotta say, by the way, if anybody's wondering, like, why is he being quiet? I'm quiet because the entire house is asleep. It is 1 a.m. here in North Carolina. So
fun with the gays this weekend, huh?
Yeah, really,
fun with the gays.
They do bring the fun. Generally, you have to admit, like,
they do bring the fun. They crank it up.
Yeah,
if you're gay, you're having a good time.
They get a bum rap, but they're
they
fun
get a
people.
Bum rap. Get it, Johnny?
Oh, I do get it. I get it all the
Johnny,
time.
The funniest part of that story about the guy in the Senate was I sent you the story. They're like, and it looks like he had unprotected sex. He didn't have the decency to strap a condom on.
Isn't that
in the Senate, dog? He's barebacking in the Senate.
That's such a detail that only a super lib could pull out of that story. Like, oh, that's what you got.
Right, 100
unprotected.
Dude,
wow.
It's so hilarious. Just somebody still thinking people are using condoms out there.
I mean, it's so stupid.
If I was prep, I would use that as an ad.
Yeah, maybe just run it on like adult websites, but you could sponsor that video and put it out. Presented by Prep. Banging in the Senate, that would be great.
So what else is up, Johnny? Anything else?
I'm
telling you, man, I feel like we just did this show. It's your birthday, Johnny. How old
tomorrow?
Are you?
Yeah. Well, no, now it's my birthday. Yeah, it's my birthday right now. 37 now.
You're 37 years old.
That's right.
I cannot believe how old I am. I am
You're
so
what,
old.
51?
Johnny, update.
I love how I told you how old I am.
Birthday.
I just told you how old I am, and you said, I can't believe how old I am. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so much older than you. It sucks.
Yeah. It's funny.
I do shows with young people.
I watched you age. I watched you age out of, like, you're in proper, like, adulthood now. I feel like you were kind of a kid when am I still, a young person. And then now that you have, like, a family, that kind of makes you like a real
Hold on, Johnny. How long have you known me?
7 years now, right?
I guess that is an interesting 7 years.
Yeah.
I mean, you met me when I was 44 years old.
Yeah. You've gone from like, I mean, I think just, and I don't mean
drug addict
age-wise.
to sober dad.
Yeah. Like, but like a, real like adult manhood, you know what I mean? Like a real family and like, yeah, you put your feet on the ground, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. We're
The
getting
end of the
pictures.
year-
Dude, we're
Go
about
ahead.
to send you. Johnny, if I send you a Christmas picture of my kids, what are you going to do with it?
Well, the one you sent us last year was on our refrigerator for about 8 months. So,
And then what do you do with it? Throw it out?
no, we just have them. The ones we like are in a drawer. A lot of
I
them
mean,
get
but
thrown
what
out.
do you do with those pictures? I'm dead. I mean, like,
I don't know. My girl does something. I don't know. She could have thrown them away, but I don't think she would have.
we got a
It's
new
probably in
one,
a drawer
bro.
somewhere.
We got a new one. Wait till you see Ghost and Ninja crushing it.
Really?
Crushing
I remember you said last week
Yeah,
that you
we
had
were-
one of them like a battering ram under your arm.
Oh, yeah. That is the fun. Dude. Christmas pictures with the kids is the best, bro. It's the best because it's just chaos.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
It's the
I mean,
best.
it's
My
like
daughter's
herding cats.
autistic. She doesn't want to do anything except for run to danger. Like wherever there's danger. Like if we were at the zoo, she would go find the lions and try to stick her hand in there.
Oh no!
Like that's just what they do. That's autistic people. They're all jackass. They just want to do jackass stunts.
That's great. That's kind of like you, honestly.
So one time when we were just like, Dana and I wanted to take the kids to the beach because like we were just coming out of COVID. They hadn't done a lot of socializing. So we're like, we got to get them out and have them see stuff. So of course,
Yeah,
where do we go? We take them to Venice Beach so they can hang out with fat Mexicans, right? In t-shirts and on the boardwalk, right? Like, dude, Mexicans love to swim with their shirts on in the water at Venice Beach. They just love it. And before it got
is it
ran
still
over
Muscle
by
Beach,
homeless
like
people.
with all the people like pumping
Oh,
iron
they
and
still have
stuff?
Muscle Beach there. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff there. It's like, I know that Callan used to live there and he moved out because like they were just like taking shits on his lawn,
Really? When I came here,
And,
that's where I wanted to live because that's where this guy Hank Moody, David Duchovny's character in Californication, he lives down near Venice Beach, and I was like, oh, that's where I want to live. It's gritty down there. It's cool, man. But it's expensive down there too.
And you're like, hey, dude, there's crime everywhere, but you still got to pay a lot to live here. Imagine that.
It's stupid. It's
Imagine
so
if
stupid.
you're like, hey, dude, I just paid 1.5 for this house and it got broken in 3 times this week.
There's been so much. My neighborhood's getting worse too, and it's a good area, But I mean, God, that Citizen app will drive you nuts.
Yeah, dude, how do you even have that, dude?
Well, because it's more mostly for laughs, honestly. Like I love to see the crazy stuff that's happening. Like there was what was some crazy shit happened the other day? Like a guy was going around with a water gun, just squirting people, and they were like, yeah, he's assaulting people with a water gun. Yeah, and I was like, okay, that's cool. But it's always some weird shit going on like that. In my neighborhood, just mostly the homeless. The people who are just off their rockers. But you got to know, man, because if active shooter's going down a couple blocks away, you want to make sure you're ready for it, locked and loaded.
Are you ready, Johnny? Are you ready?
Am I ready? I'm always ready.
Johnny, are your guns in an old school safe or like one of those thumb safes?
Yeah,
I have one where I got to
go ahead.
I got one where I put in like the digital code, and sometimes it doesn't open.
With kids, you have to have one, and in California, I think you have to have one anyway, right? Like, maybe not in your house, but you got to be able to get to that thing fast, or it doesn't do you any good.
Yeah, I agree, dude.
I got
a knife. I got a couple knives.
You know the lever action rifles from like the old Western movies, like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting one of those, I think, for Christmas.
You're gonna buy one?
No, my family was like, "Hey, we want to get you something for Christmas. What do you want?" And actually, it was supposed to be a surprise, and they were telling me that my dad was getting that. So I was like, "Oh, cool. That's cool, man. Well, if he's getting that, I might as well get a shotgun. I'd like a shotgun." So then they were like, wait, does he want a shotgun or a rifle? So then my mom finally said, listen, that was supposed to be for you, the rifle. We were just saying it was for your dad. So do you want a shotgun or a rifle? And I'm like, oh, man, because nobody can ever surprise me. I've never gotten a gift that surprised me, not for decades.
Why, Johnny, is that your thing? Do you just solve Christmas mysteries by trying to guess what you're getting?
I mostly get what I want. I buy stuff that I want mostly. And I'm not too, there's not a bunch of crazy stuff I want. But
Johnny,
yeah,
what should I get you for your birthday?
Oh, you don't need
What do you want for your
buddy.
birthday, Johnny?
No.
Come on, Johnny.
Okay,
let me get you something.
I don't.
Let me buy you a safe for your new cool gun.
Oh, no, it's going to be here in North Carolina. We got a big gun safe right here. I'm not taking it to LA. It's going to be here. So I'm mostly getting it to shoot at coyotes. We have this pack of coyotes that's been swirling around the farm. You can hear them at night just howling all around.
Oh, really?
And last time I was home, I heard them out in the field. So I went out in the dark with my bright flashlight and my AR and was spotlighting them, trying to find them. And I was so close to one, but I saw it and I said, oh, that's dark for a coyote. I'm like, coyotes are black, right? And so I went back to the house and then I talked to my brother-in-law the next day and I was like, hey man, is there like a big black coyote in that pack? And he was like, yeah, dude, there's a black coyotes, apparently pretty rare. But I could have wiped it out. Could have taken it right out. I got snuck right up on
Johnny.
it somehow. But he caught it on his trail cam, a picture of it a couple of weeks ago, and it's the biggest black coyote you'll ever see. And then they just terrorize the cows.
Johnny, I sent you a video about an animal.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Did you see that? Get the video I sent you? Yeah, let's watch that one.
I don't know what is happening. It's got to be. Well, let's just look at it really quick. But I don't. This video is insane. I don't know what to make of it. Here it is. So it's a dog in the woods here. And I mean, look at that, dude. What is that? Do you see that?
Yeah, and that dog is just looking for, why are you going at it? What is that?
Okay, so if you're listening, this dog, it looks like what? Is that like a Siberian Husky or something?
What, the white dog or the black dog?
The white thing. Was that like a Siberian Husky or something?
Yeah, it looks like
a pretty big
dog.
Yeah. And it gets jumped out on by
I disagree. I think it's causing problems. The other dog seems to just want to be chilling, and the white dog's like, yo, you want some?
I don't know if that's a dog, dude. I mean, look at this thing. This thing is low.
No, I don't think it's a dog.
That thing's low in predator crouch, dude. That's not. Oh man, it looks. I mean, if
that's
it could be a wolf.
Whatever
is it a wolf?
That is.
It looks like, honestly, this comment here's got it right. It looks like a dire wolf from Game of Thrones. Don't you think?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, people were commenting like werewolf and stuff.
Well, it could be something from the Beyond the Wall too, right? I mean,
no, that's what it is. That's where they come from. Look at that, dude.
Is there someone extraordinary in your life and you want to tell them how special they are to you, but you can't quite find the words to properly capture your feelings? Well, that's where SongFinch comes in, okay? SongFinch is the ultimate gift to show how much you care. An original studio quality song inspired by your story that's completely unique, personal, and lasts forever. SongFinch walks you through a simple 4-step process to create an original song. All you have to do is tell them about who the song is for, provide some personal details, and let them know the type of song you want. Then pick your favorite SongFinch artist or get matched with one, and they'll pour their heart into writing, recording, and producing your song for you in just 4 to 7 days.
Let me talk to you about this too, Sam. I'm working through the process now of getting song made. I sent in my request last week, and it's amazing. You can select the genre of entertainer you want to create your song, and then once you get into the genre, you see this incredible list of artists, and you can click on each one and listen to their work, to see like, oh, do I like their voice? Are they talented with, instruments? And, you can pick whatever you want. And it's very detailed. You can put literally as much or as little detail as you want, I guess. But if you really want to get detailed, you can put all these facts in about, who the song's for, the occasion. It's amazing. It's such a good deal. It's incredible.
So basically what we need you to do here, right, is for a limited time, SongFinch is letting our listeners upload their own song on Spotify for free so you can listen to your new song everywhere and anywhere you go. Go to songfinch.com/brokensim and start your song. After your purchase, you'll be prompted to add Spotify streaming to your original song for free. That's a $50 value. This offer is only available for our listeners at our special URL. Okay, songfinch.com/brokensim. That's songfinch, FINCH.com/brokensim. And be sure to share your song with me. We'd love to hear your songs.
Hey, so real quick, everybody. In the time since this recorded, we received the SongFinch song, and it's, I gave the guy some details about Sam and our relationship and stuff. Anyway, it's amazing. Honestly, it's unreal. The guy's amazing. And what's his name? Wasion Key is the guy's name. WASIONKEY. If you want him to do a song for you. Incredible.
I'm always thinking about that when I'm out walking in the woods. Like, what if something comes at me?
You do
right
that a
now?
lot, John? You just like stroll through the woods?
Yeah, or when I'm home, yeah.
By yourself?
Yeah.
During
for
the
sure.
day?
Yeah.
Shoes off?
No.
Okay.
No, it's too much. Like, no, I
grounding.
cut my feet or something. No, I would do that maybe in the grass. I need to do more of that. Do you ever do that, grounding?
I need to do it more.
That means no, right? You don't do it.
No, I don't.
You can't do it,
that,
dude.
no.
You can't do it in LA because there's dog shit everywhere. People don't pick up after their dog.
Yeah, I'm upset about that. I try to pick up my dog shit every day. The only time I don't is if it's really late at night and I can't see it. That's it.
That's acceptable. Yeah.
But the rest of the time, I make sure I bring out like 5 bags and I'm just picking dog shit all the time.
So what's going on with you? What else, dude?
I have no stories.
Oh, we got plenty of news. is
I
what
did
was about to
nothing
say.
interesting this week. I just hung out with my kids all week, what I love. I haven't seen my kids in 2 days, and I've never been in town and not seen them for 2 days.
Well, I mean, you sent me a million different things here. If you don't have a story, because I have a bunch of stuff.
I
you
don't have
sent
a
me
story,
this week.
dude. I just was
Okay.
hanging out with my kids all week.
Well, you want to do fun with stupid?
Yeah, let's do some fun.
I can't do the intro properly because I don't have the music with me here. But I just don't have it
welcome
to play
to
live
Fun
for you.
with Stupid.
All right, so this is what you sent me here. I mean,
Is that
okay,
the
so
end? Oh, dude,
tell me this
it's
now.
so
Okay,
funny.
so
Ken
first of all,
Ken
look at
Jeong
these.
is crying. It's
Look
so
at-
good.
look
It's
at what
so
they're
good.
wearing, and then tell me who you think it could possibly be for them to react like this. Like, who could it possibly be? Like, what former head of state? What wife of like
Dude,
a
but
like a
Ken
civil
Jeong is
rights
like
leader?
wiping there. Like,
Who could is it? I mean,
thank you for
is it?
enriching our lives.
Aretha Franklin's dead, right? Did she come back from the dead? Because that's the only person I can think of that they were like Diana Ross or something.
It's so funny, dude. I could not stop laughing. It's just like, it doesn't even try to hide how ridiculously stupid it is. I would love if they still did the actor studio, but they were just doing Ken Jeong about him and what's it like to judge on the Masked Singer.
You should try to get him on here. I know you can get, leverage your celebrity, Sam, to get his ass on here, and we can just grill him about.
I love Ken
Masked Singer.
Jeong and I love each other. I wonder if I'm too dangerous right now.
Could you imagine
but he's
if
doing
you
great.
got
He's
Ken,
winning all these.
If you got Dr. Ken canceled from his
I
multi-million
would
dollar
cry.
gig,
I would cry so hard, bro. I would cry so hard.
Ken Jeong
I would
goes on
cry.
Racist Conspiracy Theorist podcast. Cancel him. Half white Ken Jeong goes on. They'd find out that he's got like a white grandfather or something, and he's done. Get rid of this guy.
When
rid
do
of
you
this
think they
clown.
come after the Asians?
It's not far.
I mean,
dude,
how
with
long
this,
can the Asians get away with having the
with-
highest standard of living
with this
before
Harvard
people
stuff?
start calling them out?
with
Yeah.
this education
When-
stuff? That's
When
where
people
it
start
happens.
going, hey, by the way, the most racist people in the world are old Chinese people. Like, enough of that bullshit. The Chinese people are the Chinese people just get away with racism and nobody can do anything about it. Like in San Francisco, there's like areas that are just straight up Chinese and they will not rent you if you're not Chinese. And nobody does anything about it.
Here's some more fun with Stupid Sam. As you well know, because it made me late for tinfoil this week, apparently.
What do you mean?
The freeway was shut down by dipshits who think that that's a great way to protest. And what I wanted to direct your attention to in this video of it is look at the people that are protesting, and then look at the people that are trying to move these people off the street so they can get to work. Just note like the class, and the general like who looks like they actually work a
100%.
job, and who looks like that they don't have anything better to do.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Yeah. Yes. Dude, it goes back to my joke about unattractive women leading pro-choice rallies. It's just the unattractive are constantly doing like I don't understand how you think this helps your case. How do you, and like, dude, and I like, listen, I want to ceasefire too. I make no illusions of that.
Yeah, we're in agreement with them.
Yeah, but you know what that makes me want to do? Be pro-Israel. That's what that makes me want to do real quick. Be like, oh, you're going to shut down the 10? Go, Israel, go! That's what I want to say right there. Starting to get Star of David tattoos all over myself for my people.
Star of Davis, you mean?
Star of Davis.
You remember that's what XG said, Star of Davis, Yamaha on your head. Yeah. That'll never not be funny. Him saying Star of Davis and Yamaha. That'll always be funny, bro. That's the funniest thing that's ever happened to me.
So yeah, dude, you know, I'm pro ceasefire, but stopping people's traffic does nothing to help you. There's nobody that ever was inconvenienced because of a protest that goes, you know what? They're right. I'm late for work 45 minutes. You know what? They got my vote. I might get written up at work. I might get fired from this used cars agency that I'm working at. Okay, dealership. But you know what? That person who fucked up the 134 traffic really opened my eyes to how important it is to save the raccoons.
It's like the
right?
poet.
I mean, it's just like ridiculous.
It's like the poet John Mayer saying, is there anyone who ever remembers changing their mind from the paint on a sign? And that's nobody.
Yeah,
Nobody's ever done that. No. It's never happened.
Ever done that, bro.
No, nobody's ever seen a sign that, is like, oh, abortion is killing, abortion is murder, and been like, oh my God, you're right. It is murder. I'm not going to have I'm going to raise this child now.
Oh my God.
You know what you could do, though, that could make me like come around a little bit is if you gathered your people and then just got on the side of the road and held up a sign that says, we could have been blocking this road, but we're like chill protesters.
Yeah.
That's a move, right?
Yeah. Johnny, that's the most brilliant shit. We could be causing chaos, but we know that's not going to help our cause. So why don't you be appreciative of us and call for a ceasefire because we didn't cause for a cease of you driving.
And this is unrelated, but have you ever noticed that if you go into Inglewood, and this is the only place in LA that has this, but they will play like movie trailers and stuff on these overhead billboards that go over the street. Like you can't have your phone out, but they have movie trailers playing and TV promos and stuff playing on like above the street on these giant screens while you're driving.
That is my opinion about bumper stickers that tell you to keep your eye on the road. Have you ever read those bumper stickers? They're like, keep your eye on the road. I'm like, well, if you didn't have the stupid bumper sticker, I wouldn't be reading it right now.
That's so far the billboards that say like, texting while driving, you're going to die, that kind of thing. Yeah.
You know what's so interesting, Johnny, is that I'm now starting to see Teslas drive like shit. Like like what used to be the old Honda Accords were like souped up, and they were just like and it was just like some ethnic guy trying to Fast and Furious down the fucking 101. Now
Go ahead.
Now it's all Teslas.
There's some truth. There's some science behind what you're saying here, because without really much explanation, Teslas took away some really critical features over the last couple of generations. The Teslas used to work on cameras and LiDAR sensors, these sensors that were in array around the cars. And then with the last generation or two of the Teslas, they took the sensors away and switched to AI camera stuff. And these AI cameras, and they've proven this in multiple YouTube videos, people have gone out and tested it, don't know what the hell is happening. Like, they'll tell you you're like 6 inches from the wall when really you're 1 inch from the wall, or they'll tell you you're 2 foot from the wall when really you're 6 foot. They don't know what's going on.
Really?
And the self-driving has gotten noticeably worse because of that. And I think it came down from like Elon. He thought that AI was the way, but the problem is the cameras on the cars aren't that good. The cameras just aren't good enough. They're not even nearly as good as like the phone on a. So they took the sensors out. The new ones don't even have basic like distance sensors on them anymore. And like when I take my car and pull it into the garage, it has no idea like where the front, like the beeping is way off for where the car is. You have to actually look yourself. So and the self-driving has gotten worse in those things. I absolutely believe that.
Dang, I didn't
and you
even
can turn
know
on
that,
like
dude.
full self-driving in those cars now. They'll self-drive you around city streets, like stop signs, and if it's clear and daylight, it's pretty good at that. But at night, dude, raining, it's terrible. Isn't that weird? Why would they want to impair that? I'm sure it's to cut costs, but I don't know. I gets my conspiracy brain tweaked a little bit. Like,
No, I'm with you, Johnny. I'm with you.
Why do they want more cameras?
I agree. Why do they want more cameras?
Anyway,
what are they all about?
That protest video, I just saw that and I thought, look at this. It's all college-age brats blocking the street. And then you got these guys, it's all middle-aged men with like work clothes on, trying to get to their jobs that are trying to drag them out of the street. So annoying.
Yeah, dude, that is literally my joke. That is literally my joke about pro-choice rally. It's like this bit I do about nuclear war right now. So, by the way, Johnny, I know I've said this 1,000 times. It is official. Dana has now agreed. I am going to do my special. Drum roll, please.
Oh, do I have a drum roll sound effect? Let me see.
In.
Hold on. Oh, wait. Just a second. Hold on. Is it playing?
February 25th.
Oh, there was going to be a drum roll playing, but this is the same system that failed me the other day.
February 25th, buddy.
So wait, you moved it back a little bit, huh? So it's going to be early February and then February 25th now. Do you know where?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm working on right now.
Wait, so you have the date, but you don't know if you haven't booked the place yet?
Yeah, now I'm looking for where I want to do it.
Wouldn't you be better to find places you like and then see what availabilities they have?
Nope. I can go, this is the time I'm going to shoot it. Let's rock. Let's roll. Bang, bang, pow.
I like it.
And then
I can't wait. I'm going to go and I'm going to laugh a lot.
I'm very excited, bro. I'm very, very, very excited.
So you sent me this. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. No, okay, I didn't know you had more than. No. It's just something you sent me. I don't know what the hell it is, dude. What is happening here? These are like weird. Let me here.
Okay, so this is a bunch of Christmas stuff. And listen, here's what I want to say. Christmas, make no doubts about it. Okay, Christmas is a pagan holiday, and we've been convinced that Christians to look at it like it's it is not.
Well, it's whatever you want it to be, right? I mean, in my family, it's a Christian holiday because we do it with that in mind. But yeah, I mean, it's the early days of it for sure were in paganism, right? Do you want to listen to this here?
Yes.
The statue that went up in Bangkok.
What is it? How's that Christmas?
Hailing from the Netherlands, here's a completely normal Santa statue holding.
I mean, come on, dude, that's a butt plug.
a Christmas tree. And here's an ode to that classic Christmas song, Walking Under Women's Underwear. This delightful little toy was sold in 2013 in a series
What
of
is it?
Danish supermarkets.
It's all in the
Sold very
Netherlands.
briefly, that is, for what I trust are obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I beg of you, one person. Show your design to one person before you launch full production.
Yeah,
That's
those are-
so creepy.
those are so creepy, dude.
Dana, Dana.
Dana.
Johnny, there was a really creepy one on Twitter. I wish I would have sent it to you. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. It involves Zelensky. It's so creepy, dude. Like, I almost don't even want to show you because I just want to fight him.
You want to fight Zelensky?
Yeah, I would fight Zelensky for sure, dog. 100%.
He looks pretty jacked, dude.
You think I'm afraid of that midget ass Zelensky?
Is he little? Let me see how big he is.
Yeah, look him up. He's like 5'0".
He does look short.
I'll fight him. I'll fight everyone he knows.
Let's see what his height is. Yeah, he's
here it
5'7",
is.
little guy.
Yeah, Johnny, this one's really uncomfortable. I'm going to send it to you.
Google says 5'7", and then IMDb says he's 5'5" 3/4". So
I'm going to send you this, and you tell me if you want to watch it because it's super creepy.
oh, this is ranking world leaders by height. Let's see who the tallest world leader is. The tallest world leader is Serbia's Alexander Vucic. He's 6'6". Justin Trudeau is 6'2". Turkey's Tip Erdogan is 6 feet. Joe Biden is 6 feet. Xi Jinping is 5'9". Viktor Orban is 5'8", and then they're just getting. Macron is 5'7". Putin is also 5'7". Little people.
Putin is pretty short, dude. The world's ran by little shorties.
Yeah, he's 5'7". Yeah. Well, no, Trudeau's big.
Like
though,
a bunch of Tom Cruise.
What is this, dude? We
Cruise
can't.
just-
I'm not. What is? I don't even know what this is. What is this?
Is that uncomfortable?
What is? I'd like to see more of it. Like, why did they cut it like this? But I can't think of any circumstance where this would not be weird.
Like, this would not be absolutely gross.
Yeah, like the only thing I can think of that would make this not gross is that, like, if right after this he goes, and this is what you don't do to children. You know,
Yeah, 100%. It's so gross.
I don't want to show it because I think it might get us.
Don't show it,
I'm
dude.
gonna
I just
describe
wanted
it.
you to know if you wanted to show it.
Is Zelensky on hosting some TV show, probably a comedy show, since he was in comedy.
It goes back to who's the creepiest people.
Yeah. It's, instead of whose line is like who's the creepiest person. He's like holding a child, like pulling their legs apart, pulling up their dress. They have like stockings on though, and it looks like he's about to put the microphone to their genitals. Maybe I don't. Oh, it's disgusting.
I don't even know, bro.
What an
I
animal.
don't even know.
Let me see. I'm trying to see if someone has explained what the hell is happening. This person says it's played in reverse. Oh, it is played in reverse. This guy says it's in reverse. Oh, it's in reverse. They backed it up.
I don't get it.
He's actually pulling their dress down and like. Of course, yeah, that's what's happening. But what was happening at the beginning of this?
He's a good guy?
No, it's still weird, but he was. What? Okay. Yeah, anyway, that's weird. That's weird, dude. What are you doing? Deleting stuff on your computer? Doing file management?
No,
Sam loves
I'm just
to
listening
multitask.
to you.
Like, even during tinfoil hat, he's got like his phone out.
I am not multitasking. I am just hanging out.
Especially on Cash Daddy.
I just have no stories. I feel bad. I have no stories.
Yeah, you got no
stories.
I'm talking, so let me just do some file management. I'm like check some emails, stuff like that.
You're really rude, Johnny.
You do that all the time.
You're really rude.
It makes me lose self-confidence too if I can see it, so I try to cover up your face because if I can tell you're not paying attention, I just start to like my trail off. You know, I'm like, who am I even talking to?
Okay. Go. You got more fun with stupid?
Yeah, you sent me this. I didn't watch this because it looked like it was really funny, and I didn't want to. I wanted to get my reaction to it live. So it's this guy. It looks like he's been busted for shoplifting, in maybe like a
Oh my,
CVS
Johnny,
or a Walgreens or
this
something.
is the most insane video you will ever watch in your life.
Okay, all right.
This is nuts.
Let me get this ready.
There are no rules, bro. There are no rules. Listen, this is like whether it is like a guy taking in the butt in the Senate, or Kobe Covington talking about somebody's dead parents, or this. There are no more rules to the society. We've lost them all. They're gone. Watch this.
Okay, here it is.
Watch this. So they catch this guy fucking shoplifting. They're bringing him to an area because they caught him. Look what he does. Johnny, look what he does.
Okay,
Look, he's fighting.
So
he's
I just
fighting.
want to describe it, set it up just a little bit. Okay, so these is like loss prevention specialists. They're like plainclothes people that work in these department stores, and they go around and try to bag shoplifters. And it looks like you said, it's two men dragging this smaller guy
in an orange shirt
to a room or something. Yeah, and then now his shirt's kind of coming up, and let's see what's happening here. He's falling down.
Johnny reaches back in the back of his pants.
Oh.
And he rubs shit all over his face.
What a dude, that's the ultimate self-defense move right there. Why don't they teach that in Krav Maga? This is
Johnny,
brilliant. This guy's a genius.
I've done a joke about this as well. This whole thing is jokes I've done before. By the way, I've talked about fighting terrorists on a plane, shitting my pants. And by the way, I have now probably about 3 albums that talk about me almost shitting my pants on an airplane.
That's too much, dude. Dude, this is the skunk
No, it almost
response.
happens almost every year. I almost shit my pants on the plane.
I've never once had to use number 2 on an airplane. Never.
You've never once had a mud cat looking for daylight, Johnny.
No, my body, dude, knows when I'm on an airplane. It's like, all right, I don't pee on the plane, and I don't go poo on the plane.
What,
My
you have
body
a
says-
program that stops you from wanting to produce?
My brain just
from
knows. I
you
sleep
producing poop.
and pee. Yeah, I just sleep. I just go to sleep, dude. I get in that window seat and sleep.
You're almost you should you have your own Marvel movie. That's like that's superhuman shit.
I did hold it for a full week at space camp. So
I don't believe that story.
I got my space camp hat around here.
But Johnny,
somewhere,
so this guy, do you think he shit his pants because he forced himself to,
well,
or do you think he shit his pants because
that's the thing?
He was so scared, like. Again, there are no rules in society. This guy's shoplifting, he gets busted, so it's already no. You were committing a no.
Okay, so look, so he goes for the back of his pants way earlier in this. Like, look, he's already going for his pants right here. Look at that. So halfway through this video,
yeah, right there. Right there's the first sign.
He's either already crapped himself, or he knows I'm about to pop some poo out here, squeeze out some turds. And I think
at that point he's already shit his pants because he's going back there to reach in there.
Here's my thing though. Why does he put it on his own face? Why doesn't he put it on them? Johnny,
the surest way to stop a crazy situation is to out crazy everybody. Guys, real quick, I want to tell you about our good friends at Tushi. That's right. Listen, relaxing dumps are great, but dealing with the aftermath, no way, Jose. Okay, not so much. Wiping only spreads poop around. Oh, come on, dude. Give yourself the ultimate clean and turn your bathroom into a personal oasis with refreshing stream of clean water from Hello Tushi Bidets, okay? I love it. I love using a bidet. I'll sit on a bidet all day, okay? That's how I am. Bidets are great, and Tushi bidets are the best of the best. You like bidets?
Oh, do I love a bidet as much as I love having a clean bottle, which is very, very much, Sam.
Even if you use wet wipes, you're smearing poop around it and introducing nasty chemicals.
Imagine if you had poo on your hand, would you use something dry to wipe it off like toilet paper?
No.
Of course not. You'd have a stream of fresh, clean water.
Washing with a Hello Tushi bidet prevents poo particles from spreading to your hands and everything you touch. Hello Tushy attaches to your existing toilet, transforming it into a personal sanctuary. The patent self-cleaning smart spray and buildup resistant design helps to minimize grime buildup and is even has antimicrobial knobs. I don't even know what that word means.
Antimicrobial.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Knobs, making your weekly cleaning chore a whole lot easier. So here's what we're going to do.
Hello Tushi is offering our listeners an exclusive limited time offer of 15% off your first bidet order plus free shipping. Go to hellotushy.com/broken for 15% off all bidets. That's hellotushy.com and enter the promo code broken at checkout. See site for details.
Look at this dude.
You have
Look.
to be crazier than everybody else. These guys are like, oh, we're tough. We got this little skinny dude. And
Oh
then
no,
he
he's
just
pooing.
takes the
This is
poop.
where he poos, dude. Look, right here. Watch. He squats down. Look. That's where he's doing it, right there. See how he's kind of getting in the squat position? Right here.
Yeah, he's like, got to get it out. Bang.
Yeah, so he did it on purpose. He did it on purpose.
Man.
What a genius. Look at them.
I
They're
want to
like,
hear TED Talks from this guy.
Look, dude.
Yeah, and he's like, okay, we're out. Oh, the smells, bro. The smells. The smells. The smells.
Look at his face. You can't even see his face. It's just a brown
So
smudge.
the question is, how long did he go
Look at him rubbing
with
it
that
in.
poop on his face?
God. Oh, my God, dude. And he doesn't run off either. He just
And does
strolls
a little
off.
fall off in the ground right there?
Oh my God, dude. This is the funniest
Dude, that
thing I've
is
ever seen in my life, dude. This is so funny. What a badass. Look at this. Look at this guy down here hiding. He's like, he went from
Dude, that's like Black Houdini right there.
they're getting ready to beat this dude down to nope.
Yeah.
Get me out of here. It's like somebody, you ever seen those videos where somebody pops off a shot in a club, a nightclub, and
Yeah.
everybody hits the deck or starts running? That's what it's like. This dude just pulled out a pistol and everybody's like, nope, I'm out of here. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God. That's so funny. Like what kind of trouble would you have to be in for you to shit yourself
Well,
and
you're
wipe
like
it all over
probably,
your face?
let's say you got warrants out for you, right? You got warrants out for you. You can't go to jail. You got to get out. Surest way you get out is what? Poop. Poop
Like,
on
but
yourself.
what for you? Like for you to do that to yourself, what kind of trouble would you have to be in? Like if you knew that you were about to catch a beat down from like a street gang,
Death.
you would do that. Just try anything.
Death.
Now,
If I
second
knew
question:
death
could
was
you do that?
on the way, boom.
Could you
Yeah.
crap on command like that?
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
All right. It's interesting. I'm still reading these massive Civil War books, this series, these Shelby Foote series. And one of the most interesting things is that a big part of what determines who wins in these siege situations where like the troops gather around a city or a fort or something is who manages their crap the best. Because these guys are all getting sick from their own crap, dude. And all it takes, they were saying, is like one guy who just is too lazy or too sick to walk off and crap in the right place, and then everybody gets sick because, Larry the crapper refuses to take a dump in the latrine. You know what I mean? He just dumps in his tent or near the food, and they say that like thousands of people died because these guys would refuse to crap in the right places. They couldn't manage their crap in these war situations. Isn't that crazy?
Well, my daughter thinks my car smells like farts.
Because it does. I'm sure our studio smells like that because you come in there and rip gassers all day while we're trying to record tempo.
Hold on, Johnny. Did you just say our studio stinks?
Yeah, of course. It smells like farts. Yeah, of course it does. Because you and XG, especially
man.
XG, I'm sure, with his...
Now I got to go and get a spray to spray everything. Now it's self-conscious, you piece of shit.
XG, I'm sorry, he doesn't
You
smell
make
like
me
farts. So
sad.
he smells like weed. It smells like weed and farts. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, my daughter's like, Daddy, car smells like farts. I'm like, oh, come on, man.
Did
You're
she really
3
say that?
already judging your old man?
Dude, my nephew rips the worst... just the worst farts, bro. When we're playing video games here, oh my
Is it
God.
loud or can you smell them?
Loud. loud, dude, really loud. Because I think he like had some problems with constipation recently, so they've been putting him on like some laxatives, and he just farts all the time, and he thinks it's hilarious.
Unbelievable, dude.
It's so funny, dude. If you don't watch, he'll sneak up on you and fart on you.
Oh, really? Like he'll
Yeah.
throw it at you?
Oh, bro, yeah, he'll pitch it right at you. It's so funny. Yeah, another thing that's interesting about these Civil War books too is this guy Ulysses S. Grant, who the Union general who basically won the war for the North and who became a president later, kind of a corrupt presidency. But this guy was such a drunk, bro, that they could not there was a whole team dedicated to keeping him sober so they could win the war. He was like one of the few competent Union generals at the very top that made it to the top. And they couldn't, dude, he would just disappear for 10 minutes and they'd be like, oh, shit, where's U.S. Grant? And they'd find him and he would have found the one guy within 100 miles that has a bottle of whiskey and is just drinking it up. And, there's this story, right, where it's him and a newspaper reporter and some other people on this boat during the war, but it's a siege, so he's bored. He would get bored was the problem, and he would drink. And they're going up the river, up the Mississippi, to inspect another point. And this newspaper reporter finds him just obliterated, dude, because somebody had snuck some liquor in. And so what they have to do is he has to go to the captain of this boat and say, listen, captain, you got to delay us arriving because everybody's going to see how drunk he is and he might get kicked out of the army. And he's the only guy who knows what the hell he's doing here. So this newspaper report, so then another guy comes down and is like, listen, I don't think you even want to be arriving here. There's a lot of enemy activity in this area. So the newspaper reporter goes to Grant and says, listen, Grant, this guy says that we should turn the boat around. There's a lot of military activity. What are your orders? And he goes, I don't know. You decide. That's the general of the forces in the West tells a newspaper reporter to decide what to do with the boat he's on because he's so drunk. He doesn't know what's happening. And then they get off the boat finally and don't go to their final destination because they didn't want him to be embarrassed. But they stop at this landing where there are a bunch of, it's kind of like a series of boats that are together. And one of these boats is famous for is being owned by this rich guy who loves to have Union officers aboard to drink with him. And he gives them food and cigars and stuff. So they, ahead of Grant getting there, go and meet this guy. And they're like, listen, dude, Grant, he likes to drink. You cannot let this guy drink with you. Whatever you do. And the rich guy is like, 100%, dude. Don't worry. If he gets a drink, it will not be from me. So they're like, great. So then, Grant slips out other side again for an hour, and they're like, oh shit, where's Grant? And that rich son of a bitch and him are sitting at the bar throwing back drinks. And Grant is so drunk that he's almost sick. And apparently he's a lightweight too. He can only drink a couple drinks. That's why some people think he didn't drink that much, but it's because he's a lightweight. So what Grant does, finally, instead of getting back on the boat, he gets on a horse and just starts riding off. And this horse is famous for just sprinting off if you kick it. And Grant kicks this horse. He's a good rider, though. And so it's this newspaper reporter, dude, who didn't even know him, is chasing him down in the woods, trying to get U.S. Grant, the general of the army, trying to track him down. He finally catches up to him. And in order to keep him from going out to this public area that they were about to be at, he kind of walks him around. He gets him off the horse and walks him around in the forest, talking to him for an hour, trying to get him to sober up, just talking to him. And then finally, what they have to do to keep him from being seen like this is he takes Grant out into the middle of the woods and tells him to take a nap on a tree. He's so drunk. He's in the middle of the woods taking a nap next to this newspaper reporter, and they end up calling an ambulance to come pick him up. And Grant's like, listen, I'll get in the ambulance, but you got to get in there with me. I'm not going by myself, And so it's him and this newspaper reporter. And this newspaper reporter, dude, see, everybody around Grant had a pact not to tell any of this stuff, especially while he was alive, because they wanted him to be seen as the hero he was, for the North. And this newspaper reporter didn't release his memoirs until he was 90 or something, really old. It was 60 years after the war. And he finally told all these stories, but because there weren't a lot of accounts of Grant on benders, because people protected him like this. But this account came out that this newspaper reporter wrote, dude, and it is the funniest thing, like how close they were to losing this guy to drunkenness. Like, how, not even at the main part of the war, like maybe midway through the war, they could have lost him because he just couldn't hold his liquor, man. Isn't that crazy?
Imagine getting shit faced in a war.
Well, it wasn't when the combat was on, dude, he was sharp, man. But when there were like downtimes, like that siege at Vicksburg, where it's just sieges or just waiting for the enemy to starve, basically. And he would just get so bored, dude. And if his wife wasn't there to have sex, that was another thing he was into.
Oh, snaps, really?
That if his wife wasn't there, dude, he would just turn to drink, man. And they don't know how. He would always find it. He would just, he was an alcoholic, clearly. And he was the best at, manipulating people into getting in booze. And that reporter, for the rest of the war, Grant made sure that reporter had a tent right next to his, unlimited money for whatever he wanted. He had unlimited access to the army, could do whatever he wanted. And, basically, he didn't say this, but in exchange for him keeping his secrets for, the rest of time, basically, until right before his death. Isn't that crazy? There's so many crazy stories in these books I'm reading, man. But that's one of my favorites.
Johnny, you love to read about the Civil War, and you're buying like old money too.
Yeah, I started buying Confederate notes. It just says it's cool to hold something in your hand like that's that old, and I like to get the ones that are like in the best condition, to see what they looked like back then.
I
right
love
when they
buying
came off the
old
press.
books and old money.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Johnny. I talked over you too much. My apologies.
No. But isn't that funny that just like that history just turns on those moments like that, dude? Of if one general that had a grudge against him had reported him for drunkenness, but everybody just saw that he was like one of the few guys that really had a sack and had like kind of a nose for battle. He wasn't afraid. He was really courageous. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm in.
There's a good
That was a
History
great
Channel
story,
thing
John.
about him. There's a good History Channel thing about him, actually.
Johnny,
They did
you told me to watch
on
the dude. I gotta be honest with you. Today's hasn't been my best show. I'll be the first one to admit it. There's been very few shows
Yeah, you're tired.
where I
aren't you?
haven't been fired. And this is definitely one of it. And my timing is off with Johnny. Johnny's talking a lot. I'm talking over him.
What
I'm
story?
sorry. When you told me about who's the Beatle? John Lennon. The murder doc on him is insane, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Yeah.
I started watching it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Hey, one thing about that?
It's
Did you
crazy,
see that
dude.
doctor that said that he held John Lennon's heart in his hand and massaged it? Like, tried to bring him back to life. Remember the emergency room doctor? Well, that doctor, right?
Yeah.
There was another doctor who just said he did all that stuff and lied about it for decades. Like, anytime there was a John Lennon documentary, like before, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, it always showed this other doctor who just lied. He was like the head of that department, but he wasn't even there. And he lied since 1980 until like 10 years ago, saying it was him that did that. And then finally, like 10 years ago, people got fed up and were like, dude, you weren't even there, bro. Why do you keep lying about this? And finally, now the doctor you saw in the documentary came forward and was like, no, it was me who worked on John Lennon and held his heart in my hands and tried to bring him back to life. It sounds like some MK Ultra shit there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. So crazy they brought that up. Like, that is so mainstream now. It's like, it makes me think they have something even deeper that they don't even care about MK Ultra now. They're like, eat, here's some cake. Let them eat cake. Some MK Ultra cake.
Totally. No, that the idea that Apple TV is putting out something with that in it makes me question the whole thing. Yeah, of course. But dude, I've thought that from the beginning.
Apple TV is great. It's just, man, they're so woke. It's annoying. Like the Godzilla one, the show isn't good enough for them to pull off what they're doing.
Would you recommend it? Would you recommend that show?
Would I recommend the show? I hate to say it, I would say no.
Oh, that's too bad. I was going to watch it too.
I mean, like, if you have nothing to watch, it's not bad. It's just, you can't do a show about Godzilla and not just have monsters all the time. And if you're telling me it's too expensive, that's fine. But it's just it's Apple. I mean, like there's been one fight scene between two monsters, and it's at the beginning, and that's it. It's like taking too long to lay down this effing story that nobody really cares about.
They've got more money
You're
than
not
God.
emotionally invested in this freaking story. It doesn't matter. You just want to see monsters.
How long
just
is
get
it?
to the monsters.
How many episodes?
It's the equivalent, Johnny, of when they had plot and porn. It's like nobody cares.
What do you think the arc of that was? Like, when was it video in the 90s when they finally realized, like, wait a minute, nobody cares about plot?
No, it was when it went to tube sites and people were just fast forwarding. They were just like, get to it. The storyline's got to be really slow.
So the internet, then, is what you're saying?
Yeah, the internet changed the whole game.
Well, dude, even now people skip around in scenes to the thing they're into. Like, I found myself doing that.
Dude, and also, like, you know what else is gone? Porn soundtracks. They were huge. People go, bam, 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 bam. You know, you'd have the
what
guitar
do you mean they
while
were
you
huge?
were
Wait, what do you mean by that? They were
People
huge.
used to love dude, it was a well-known thing, porn soundtracks.
Yeah, but in like jokes and stuff. But do you mean like people would buy CDs with like soundtracks?
No,
like
people wouldn't buy CDs, but they were a big part of the ambiance of the scene.
To me, that's just, I mean, I have no interest in hearing music when that's happening.
Well, it was ambiance, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that doesn't.
It was ambiance.
It's bad. It's
Johnny, there's a lot of people working hard, paying their bills, coming up with the right music to set up the ambiance of people DPing, okay? So please show some respect.
Did you watch that show, The Deuce? Did you watch that show, The Deuce, that was on?
I haven't seen it, no.
They had a good, like, went to the skeevy, like, New York City scene, you know, like Times Square, where they shot a lot of those like movies and stuff. And it's pretty interesting because they were kind of like punk rock, like you're always saying, you know, like the rock and roll badass, like people of Hollywood, you know what I mean, of entertainment, kind of an underground, edgy sort of thing. And now, like you said, it's just housewives. I mean, it's anybody. Yeah,
and it's just like they're not built for this. That's my whole thing.
Yeah.
And like, I really do believe that a lot of these chicks are super crushing it. A lot of them are psyops. A lot of them are like, there's like,
wait, really? You think
invisible hands making them seem like they're making a lot of money.
So you think that some of the actors, they're just like feeding them money to make their channels big or something?
Yeah.
Wow. What do you think they know it? Do you think they know that their channels aren't actually popular? But
or they just don't care. Or the best kind of controlled opposition is when they know they're not controlled opposition. But it's like all these stories about all this money that these OnlyFans are making, and the truth is, if you make $500 a month, you are top 1%.
$500, you say? I remember you saying
$500
tinfoil, and I mean it's crazy. Yeah, you would think. I mean, I wonder how many people are on there. Period. I wonder how many creators are on there. Let's see.
Ask.
Let's see how many. There are. Hold on, I just hit the wrong button here. There are 2.1 million creators. Isn't that crazy?
There's 2.1 million women or creators on OnlyFans.
That's what they say. They call
Johnny,
them creators.
We lost you.
Yeah, I'm still here. You can hear me though, right? Yeah. I want to say thank you, by the way. Someone out there used my Tesla link to buy a Tesla.
I saw that, Johnny.
Because what it did, if you don't understand, me and my girl went in and we split a car because I drive like one day a week and she doesn't drive. She's at home. She works from home. So we don't really need a car, we realized. So we got a Tesla together, and it's bullshit. It's so stupid that they do this, but you can get an upgrade to make it faster called acceleration boost. Basically, you know, it improves the 0 to 60 time significantly. And it's literally just a button, you know, somebody pushes in the cloud, and then the next day the car is faster. It's crazy. But they charge $2,000 for it. $2,000 for that, for nothing. And
so you got enough credits?
yeah, that one person buying a Tesla gave me $2,000 worth of credit. So
Oh,
I'm-
congrats, Johnny! I'm
very
so happy
appreciative
for you.
of that. I never would have paid for that on my own. So
Oh,
thank
I'm
you.
so happy for you.
If you are somebody like that, I did say on Twitter I'd give you merch or like $100, whatever you want. So if you're that person, I know their name though, so don't send me a bunch of bullshit if you're not the person.
Johnny, I want to sell. I
contact
want
me
to
on Twitter.
sell. I Survived 55 T-shirts on the road.
Do it. I don't know, whatever.
Can
Of
you
course.
send me that? Where's that
You don't have the
artwork
art?
I sent you? No,
it's probably
you
in
just sent him.
It's probably in a text thread, but yeah, I'll find it and send it to you. Of course.
All right, cool.
It's a funny design. I like it. It's at bsmerch.com if you want to check that out. bsmerch.com.
BS merch. Johnny, do we have any calls? Do we have any news? What do we got?
Let's hit the news and then we'll get out of here. I know we're at an hour and a half, so that's longer than you wanted to go. I know, so I appreciate that, Sam.
Yeah, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy.
No. I mean, I'm saying you went long. I appreciate it. All right. Sam only wanted to do an hour. So this could have just as easily gone with fun with stupid. This is ridiculous, Sam. Okay. So, they made Captain America. He's black now, which I have no problem with that. Whatever, black guy. But listen to this. So
why?
Marvel they're going into reshoots on Captain America: Brave New World, and it sounds like the bad guy is Harrison Ford, and this film is being considered possibly problematic because the female protagonist is the first Israeli superhero, and she's like from Mossad. Isn't that interesting?
No, it's not. It's
crazy.
Ridiculous.
It's crazy.
It's so. I mean, like, dude. It's like literally you go, hey man, like only bad ideas today. Can we only go with bad ideas? Like, give me all the bad ideas. Okay, let's take Captain America. We'll make him black. Bang! Perfectly awful idea. That's at the top of the board. Okay, and then what else can we do? Dude, people hate intelligence agencies. Why don't we make it a foreign intelligence agency? Mossad. Bang! There we go. Anything else, dude? Anything else?
Here's a story from InsideTheMagic.net, whatever. That's probably a blog, but it says they suspect that Marvel in the reshoots might actually be cutting out that Israeli superhero from the movie. The MCU is preparing to face their most intense backlash yet, thanks to a new character who's set to make her franchise debut in Captain America: Brave New World. First of all, I have a problem with this Captain America because he has no superpowers. That literally, he's just a guy. That black guy has no superpowers. Yet he's still, the whole thing about Captain America is he's able to sling that shield around because he's such a badass. He's got superhuman strength and healing and all that. So he's tough. But this guy manages, if you watch it in the thing, to sling that shield around like he's a bat. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
It's just so dumb. The whole thing's stupid. I mean, it's just like you don't have to redo the character. I get it. It's a fictional character. I totally get it. Why are they doing it with every character? 1, 2, maybe. Now it's everyone. And it's just like, this movie's going to bomb. And it's almost like Marvel wants to bomb. They just want bomb.
They've ruined it,
It's just
dude.
like, you just want to bomb. I don't know what to tell you. By the way, did you see that? Is that John Mayer? Is that his name?
Oh, Jonathan Majors. Yeah, that's on the list. I got it right here. Yeah, we're going to play that for sure.
Dude, that video is nuts.
Yeah, we're going to play it right now.
It's just nuts.
So, I just want to say this, too. You know what this film was originally called? It was originally called Captain America: New World Order. Isn't that interesting? New World Order. They changed it.
Yeah, and who's going to get mad if they cut out Mossad agent? Like, just the people who fund the movie? Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's that's so funny.
It's just literally nobody's going to get pissed except for the people who fund all the movies. That's it. There's going to be no backlash. There's going to be like 10 people angry on the internet, and they'll blow it up like it's 100,000 people. No one will care.
So this Jonathan, yeah, you're right. You sent me this Jonathan Majors video. So Jonathan Majors is the guy who plays Kang the Conqueror in the new Marvel stuff. He did a great job too. I mean, and I liked him in Loki. He's a good actor. And he's the star of this thing, and he had some accusations thrown against him, which we've been talking about this for a while. They've been trying to axe him, but they had shot so much. He would definitely have been fired if they had not shot already, like season 2 of Loki, all that stuff from Ant-Man that he's in, and some other stuff now I think that we don't even know about yet before all these accusations. And now this has come out, and this is a gentleman here who's going to walk us through it. And it's just handy because he's kind of blanked out the stuff we can't show on YouTube.
I love this guy. I watch his YouTube all the time.
Oh, really? Okay, let's shout him out then. Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews is
He's
the
great,
YouTube
dude.
channel.
He's great. He's part of that black YouTube I talk about that just like lights feminists up. They're great.
Oh, really?
He's
okay.
great.
Yeah, he kind of talks about that a little bit here. Let's see. Oh, this is
There's no.
this is a little dramatic. Let me just go.
The Johnny Depp / Amber Heard type situation that Jonathan Majors finds himself in. I've been consolidating those points.
By the way, if you're
thrown up
listening,
here on the channel.
I'm the one who sped this up. It's not some conspiracy. People think that there's a conspiracy speeding podcast up.
There's
to drive
always
you crazy.
conspiracy. Why don't I have any stories?
For you guys to be able to learn from. I've also reposted stories of myself, me, having false allegations levied against me, the impact of that within my life, in an effort and an attempt to arm you guys with as much ammunition as possible.
You know what's really
to know
funny,
what to
Johnny?
do if these situations
Is like
occur.
when you speed him up, he sounds like Andrew Tate, doesn't he?
Yeah, he kind of does, doesn't he? Yeah, yeah. Andrew Tate has an interesting way. I say that too much. He's a bizarre way of speaking. It is bizarre.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of that guy. He really confuses me.
All right, go on.
in your life. Nevertheless, TMZ has just reported on an update where it shows a video of a scuffle between Jonathan Majors and his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabbery. TMZ reports Jonathan Majors' surveillance video shows car scuffle, girlfriend chasing after him. Before we get into the video, let's go through the TMZ article. Surveillance video of the night in question regarding the Jonathan Majors
so the
trial
judge
has
is
been
showing the
released,
video.
showing a scuffle between. It shows the aftermath of the alleged incident between Majors and his accuser after she claims he.
Did you hear
her
that?
in a
He had
vehicle.
to
You
blank
can see
out the word attacked because of YouTube's content guidelines. He couldn't
Yeah.
even say that word. That's how strict they are. This guy obviously knows a lot about their monetization stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a huge channel. He's got a
Yeah.
big following. They're
That-
always
dude,
trying
we
to
just don't
take
know how to
these
play that
people
game
down.
right. We don't know how to play
Well,
that
I
game
don't,
right.
Johnny. I feel bad for you.
Yeah, well, you know what you did. You said, and I don't know how I let this through, but you said the N word and fire like right back to back last week, and it went out in audio because I don't know how I missed that. I must have been doing something else. I didn't write down the time. But
Oh,
it was when
shit.
you were talking about Louis C.K. You know, you were saying
Yeah.
he said those things,
Yeah.
and like a bunch of people tweeted me, and I'm like, it's okay in audio. I'm gonna take it out of YouTube. But
Majors and Jabbery outside of an SUV, which is stopped at a light in the middle of a relatively empty NYC street. Majors and Jabbery can be seen milling outside of the car, seemingly talking, and eventually Majors appears to wrap her up in his arms. My guess is that this is the Uber ride that we talked about in our previous videos, with that Uber driver saying that he'd be willing to testify in a court regarding what he saw in the back.
well,
of
my
his
question
Uber
is,
car.
why
You
hasn't
see
that
here
guy
a
been called to testify? This thing should all be over with, right? If that's the
Yeah.
case.
Still shot of.
All right,
what
so
appears
let's
to be
just go ahead and
Majors
pull up
running
this
away.
video.
But this
This video
is
is
the
crazy.
craziest
Insurgent
shit.
slash terrorist in
This is the
flesh. We're not even
craziest
going
part
to
of
the
it.
video.
We're watching this video,
Well, the-
right?
Heisman
Johnny,
murder
you
will
can
happen
find a
before we
button.
get
It's
into the-
not just him. Just Google, like,
Well, I'm skipping to the video now. We're here.
but here's the whole
At the
thing.
Uber,
I like
let's
it
watch the
because he
dashcam
cuts
footage.
out
That's
Will
the
you
violent
have
stuff that we
stop
can't
for
show on
2
YouTube.
seconds before we get into his apartment? So
Yeah.
here's what's crazy about this video, right? This guy, what's Jonathan Majors? Is
Jonathan
that his
Majors,
name?
yeah.
Dude, I mean, you would talk about a physical specimen, right? Like shredded, like just
Yeah.
a build that every man dreams of, right? We would
Yeah,
all
especially
love.
since he did that Creed movie. Yeah, he got really
Right,
in
he's
shape for that.
just a savage, dude. Like every guy wishes he could be built like this.
for
This
sure.
guy's running. He can't outrun this white girl. Like it's the craziest thing to
I
me.
think she's got heels on too. It looks like something with
yeah,
the
it's
platform.
so
definitely.
crazy. It's like how are you not lapping this chick?
You know what that tells you the effect of what he's got. You know what I'm saying on white women.
Oh, you mean
Ugh.
that they get superhuman strength because they just don't want that piston to leave?
That's it, dude. And it's what I was texting you. It was like, why? You know, I think a lot about like, why would somebody make stuff up like this? But I think some people who are just crazy enough can't deal, like have committed their lives to gold digging, can't accept the idea that they finally landed a whale and they're going to leave that relationship with nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's unacceptable to them. So they're like,
Yeah.
I'm getting out of this.
It's like,
with
it's
something.
almost like they've invested that time.
It's
they've
like
invested
wiping the poo on your face. It's like the relationship equivalent of wiping. It's the last resort, you know?
No, you're totally right. Well, what it is this whole thing where it's like they're going to where they've invested this amount of time. So they feel like they should get something back on their investment. And they're like, "Oh, you're just going to leave me?" No, I'm going to ruin you so none of us get money out of this.
Crazy.
And what we've seen, and again, this is all women. Most women are great. Most women are wonderful people. You know, you got to say this because there's this notion that we somehow don't like women or some shit like that. It's not true, but we're having a real discussion right here in that the like of all the Me Too stuff that comes out, right? Like what percentage you think has been BS? Like how much of it's been BS? Like obviously, and the one to me it's like if it doesn't go to court trial, and even that stuff is questionable. But if it doesn't go to court, a legal criminal court, I go, okay, I'm questioning whether anything actually happened.
And the thing is, like most, like people who have genuine accusations, and there are exceptions to this, obviously, but they typically don't seek publicity. You know what I'm saying? They don't hire a publicist. You know, they're just trying to quietly get out.
They don't go
like,
to a litigious lawyer to sue.
Yeah,
they go to the court. Now with this Scientology guy from that '70s show, there's a lot of stuff in that trial that's really weird. Like really weird. Like
what you think? Like he might be innocent, like that?
Well, stories completely changed. There's a lot of stuff in that. People broke it down that you're like, what the? It's weird. It's just really, really weird. And one thing that was weird about that trial, and I'm not saying he didn't do it, but the judge in this trial allowed a witness to testify that had gone to court and lost the court case against that guy. And she was still allowed to testify.
That's crazy. Wow. Let's
this
get
is the
back.
weirdest
They're in
thing
his
here.
apartment. Yeah, they're in his apartment.
We're in his apartment. And
this is crazy. Yeah.
See the date up here.
Now, is he running from the cops right now?
No, I think he's leading them upstairs.
Okay.
To where she is. In this
stories.
massive townhouse.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, you live in a 3 floor in New York? Okay. You're doing well.
Sheesh. Scott condo. Okay.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you step out, and then the body cam.
Okay. Is she on the ground? Yeah, she's on the ground right now. What appears to be in his master bedroom. Wow.
So she's so drunk, she's just passed out on the floor. That's what this is, right? Right,
really?
Sam? Wow.
Is that what it is? I don't know.
I don't know. Is that what happened? I don't know what's happening.
Just not knowing what's going on, but very quick to accuse. Now here goes the surveillance
footage
made public by the judge. Now, mind you, if there's any violence within this, due to content guidelines, I will be unable to show it. I'll block it out. But I'll leave a link to this down in the description box down below, just in case I cannot play some of this video. Okay. So the Uber Black pulls up to the stoplight.
I don't know what's...
Okay. He picked her up and put her in the back seat. And it looks like he's continuing to try to place her in the back seat. Now, she hops out the car. They're walking across the street together.
She starts chasing.
He takes off. Okay.
Yeah, he's clearly trying to put her
in the car
into the Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we should say he called 911 apparently. Okay, here we go. He called 911 believing she had attempted suicide, and they found her on the floor. So that's what that is. He called 911 saying he was fearing for her safety.
Pick her up. Okay, now he's running away. He did pick her up and place her in the car.
She's got big old heels on, dude.
Okay, now
look
he's
at this.
running away from her.
That's what I'm telling you, man. Those women love that stuff.
Look at that. That is so crazy. How is she hauling like that?
She's like Terminator, dude. She's like the T-2000 or whatever.
So here's what's really crazy. He gets away from her at some point, right? She's like talking to these other guys.
She's probably going to lose him after this.
She's talking to this other guy, right?
So he runs by the place where she.
Yeah, see, this is the craziest thing. She
That
stopped.
she found later. Now she stopped running. Her airs ain't as
Yeah,
large as
I'll
a
just mute
complete
this.
retrainer.
All right,
Like,
so yes, here it is. She just has this most casual conversation with these guys that apparently she ends up going out and partying with later. That's the kind of person.
I mean,
this
like,
is.
dude, it's so nuts because she is super hot, and then here he comes, and he just walks right by. I mean, dude, and he walks right by her. And now she's chasing him again.
Do you think she's trying to make him jealous there? Like, does she think she's flirting with these guys?
Johnny, have you ever heard the Derrick Rose case?
About
we
that
talked
video?
about this. It's insane. It's not on video.
Oh yeah. She did all that to try to make him jealous, right? Yeah. All right, we talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah, she hooked up with his friends with him there.
It's crazy. It's crazy
to make him jealous. And when he was like, "No, everybody just ran a train on you."
Yeah, that's disgusting.
I'm not jealous. And that's when she went to court. It's just like unbelievable.
Yeah, so that's
now this is another guy whose life is he'll work again, maybe.
Well, he's still, dude, Marvel, unless they want to pull the plug on everything, I mean, he's in it till the end of this next phase because he's the main bad guy. Like, he's in every movie, even if it's just peripherally. He, like, is in every movie somehow. He touches everything.
Well, this is good for him.
Yeah. I just wonder if it's too late because there's a certain type of person out there who once you get an accusation thrown at you, there's just not going to. Although most of those people aren't the people who actually watch and support these things. They've abandoned the people who actually watch and support these things, which is nerdy guys. They've abandoned those people. Just a few more stories here. You sent me. So this should have been when the phone was stupid, I guess. But there was a story from the Daily Mail that Taylor Swift's quote whirlwind romance with her quote soulmate Travis Kelce has produced 138 tons of CO2 emissions in 3 months because of all her.
That makes me laugh so hard.
Private jet travel.
That makes me laugh so hard.
Isn't that funny?
I mean, dude, there's no better side of the hypocrisy of the elites than that.
She would need to plant more than 2,200 trees to offset the damage. If you buy, carbon offsets and everything. I don't.
No, I don't buy any of it. It's so stupid. The whole thing is dumb.
They've used 12,600 gallons of jet fuel to ferry her boring ass around to football games.
Dating is so hard? Do you think dating her is just exhausting?
Oh.
Like, is there just chill?
It's like having a gun to your head because as soon as you break up with her, you're going to get an album written about what a piece of shit you are. You know what I mean? It's like, ugh.
Right. Can you write a couple songs about how good I am in bed? Can you do that for me, chick?
First, like at least before we break up, write something. My God.
Yeah, write something about how I eat your butt every night.
This ties into a little conspiracy theory, though. So Amazon, has a football game now, and Al Michaels a couple of weeks ago.
Dude, this is nuts.
Did a Chiefs game and said, like, listen, this is not TMZ. We're not going to be showing you Taylor Swift a million times. That's not what we're here to do. And he got a lot of blowback because of it. And then, what do you know? He got removed from the playoffs team. He lost his playoffs gig. I'm just reading this from the New York Post. It's nearly impossible to dodge the social media buzz about Al Michaels and Taylor Swift after the Post's Andrew Marchand reported Wednesday that he will not be part of NBC's NFL playoff coverage team. It says a baseless conspiracy theory is making waves online and suggests that 79-year-old Michaels, 79, wow, lost his playoffs gig with NBC due in part to his recent comments about the attention she gets at NFL games. They're saying that's not true, but it's curious.
Well, there's a lot going on there too, and somebody said that they think the person's going to take his place is this cat named Noah Eagle, who used to be the Clippers.
Iron Eagle?
No, Iron Eagle's kid, Noah Eagle. Iron Eagle's kid.
Iron Eagle, not
Iron Eagle. Okay, Iron Eagle.
Iron Eagle's that 80s jet movie. Remember that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Iron Eagle. His son is Noah Eagle. And his son looks just like him.
Which, by the way, dude, your name is Ian. It's not Ian. It's Ian.
Okay.
You're right, dude. His son looks just like him. Holy cow.
I mean,
Hold on,
it is the exact same guy.
This is
And you
great.
could tell this guy was the Clipper play-by-play radio guy, and he was great right out the gate. He was great right out the gate. And real quick, shout out to the Red Cortland. Well, it's so funny. SUNY Cortland Red Dragons, Division III World Champions of Tiny Schools. Congratulations. You're the winners of the Tiny School Football Championship.
Oh, are they
Now-
a SUNY? I didn't know they were SUNY. I thought it
Well,
was just
that's
Portland.
the crazy thing, right? So everyone's sending me texts going, Cortland State, man, it's Cortland State. And everyone's like, great, Cortland State. Well, I'm watching the game, and they're never saying Cortland State. Then I look at their jerseys, it never says Cortland State. So I look it up. It's now SUNY Cortland. So Howie's texting me all the time, Cortland State, man, Cortland State did it. I go, dude, it's not Cortland State. It's SUNY Cortland. My mom's like, Cortland State. I'm like, it's SUNY Cortland. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. My brother, who's been living there forever, is like, Cortland State. I go, it's SUNY Cortland. He goes, no, it's Cortland State. I go, it's SUNY Cortland. Nobody knew this.
Mandela effect, dude.
It's been SUNY Cortland for 20-something years now.
Mandela
Nobody
effect,
even
bro.
knew it. How
Mandela
crazy
effect.
is that?
That is crazy. It's a Mandela effect. I'm telling you. So we got 4 stories left. One of them is really quick though. This should have been fun with stupid. You sent me this. It's so funny. This is just basically a headline. I'll get you through what we're looking at here. This is on X. This is from the Daily Mail. Now scientists say breathing is bad for the environment. Gases we exhale contribute 0.1% of the UK's greenhouse emissions, is what they're saying here. And listen to this. Now I'm thinking, oh, this is a joke story. These scientists aren't actually saying this is bad. But here's the quote from the doctor. Dr. Cowan is the guy. He says, we would urge caution in the assumption that emissions from humans are negligible. That's saying, like, I wouldn't dismiss this. This could be a serious contributor to the greenhouse effect. Breathing.
Yeah.
If that doesn't tell you enough about climate,
It's so stupid.
population control and the climate
so
agenda.
Stupid. It's
Isn't that
so stupid.
It's so stupid. So this
It's
is
so
another story
stupid.
that ties into what you're always talking about. I'm just going to read you this headline here. This is from the BBC. Korean true crime fan murdered a stranger out of curiosity, is what the story
Johnny,
said.
I've been telling you this. This is my whole thing, dude. This is the whole thing, dude. Is that we live in this world now, right? Where everybody is upset about mean jokes and shit, right? I'm like, you can't be that. You can't say that. People literally listen to murder podcasts. And we're seeing that women are now some of them women, most of them women are now like attempting to get away with murder. Like, it's crazy to me.
Can
It's
I
just
stop you
crazy.
for a second? I'm sorry. Doesn't this look like an AI generated photograph? Look at the hair around here, how it's kind of glitching out. That usually tells you that it's AI generated. There's something suspicious about this image.
Dude, that's so crazy.
Look at the glasses; they're not quite level. There's something weird going on here. I mean, this is a legit BBC website, but it makes me wonder. A South Korean court has given a life sentence to a true crime fan who told police she murdered a stranger out of curiosity.
Isn't that crazy, dude?
Jung Yu Jung, 23,
Jung.
had been obsessed with crime shows and novels and scored highly on psychopath tests, police said, fixated
What?
on the idea
Who gives those tests out?
She was fixated on the idea of trying out a murder. She used an app to meet an English language teacher, stabbing her to death at her home in May. The brutal killing shocked South Korea. They usually don't seek the death penalty over there, it says, but in her case, they made an exception. Isn't that wild? It is what you're always saying.
That's what I've been saying. It's like, stop worrying about jokes. Start wondering why all women love murder entertainment. Like that to me is creepy. And like I had a friend of mine was like, I said this before, but it makes me laugh. We're watching it so we can learn and prepare and be ready and look for signs. I'm like, that's like me saying I watch the UFC to learn karate. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, totally. So we talked the other week about that lady who won Powerball and then like her whole life went to shit. Here's a guy who did it right. Check this out.
Yeah.
That guy
I
who won
love this story.
$2 billion in the Powerball jackpot in November. This guy went on a vacation to Fiji with his friends. He scrubbed his presence off of social media before his winnings were disclosed. And when the check went out, like it had no name on it at the time. And sources close to this guy, Edwin Castro, told the newspaper that he kept the windfall, which was estimated to be $997 million after he opted for the lump sum payment. He kept that a secret from everybody. Insiders told the Post that after returning from his trip, he hired bodyguards for himself and his family. He also reportedly made several real estate purchases, including a $47 million residence in Bel Air and a $25 million mansion in the Hollywood Hills. And of course, there's a guy already suing him for the winning ticket, but he won that lawsuit. But that's how you do it right there, dude. You don't tell anybody. You don't tell your wife, even if you can help it. You get out to Fiji, you buy some bodyguards, and build a. What would be the first thing you would do if you won a bill? Like
$1 billion?
Bill? Yeah, I mean, he won $2 billion. He took home a bill. He took home $1 billion.
I would block your number so you never hear from me again. I would just go. I would literally quit my job. I would.
So you wouldn't
keep
doing it. You wouldn't do the thing where you like stealth it, like you keep doing it and don't tell anybody. Just keep doing your thing and don't tell anybody you want it.
I mean, listen. I absolutely love doing tinfoil hats, so I don't know if I would quit that. I think you would open yourself open to lawsuits by doing a lot of that stuff. So I think what I would like to do is I would like to tell nobody I want it. I would show up as a contestant, the Masked Singer. That's what I would do. Okay. I would legally change my name to the Masked Singer. Okay. I would have them write out a check to the Masked Singer. All right. Then I would go and I would just quit every job I have outside of tinfoil hat. And then I would just learn every martial arts possible. I would just want to learn to kill with my hands.
But you wouldn't like the first thing. You wouldn't like buy. I would buy houses for my family, probably things like that. You wouldn't pay off their debts or like do that whole thing.
Yeah, sure. I would take care of all my family. Then I would buy an underground bunker.
That's the move. Yeah, for sure.
I want Johnny. See if you can find an underground bunker right now. Let's look into these things. Let's buy one.
Okay.
Let's all go in on an underground bunker.
Let's see what we can. I would love. I mean, to have
dude,
underground bunker.
What's his face is trying to make an underground bunker. We need an underground bunker.
Let's see. Where would you like to find one, Sam?
I'm just looking them up.
Where though? Like, I need a location to Zillow it.
Just put it for sale. Underground bunkers
like
for
Texas,
sale.
Texas,
yeah,
California?
Why not?
What?
California bunkers. Here we go. Look at this one, 3 million. Ooh, this is just. But they don't have bunkers. I need underground bunkers.
Let's see. Survival Realty is a place.
Yeah, go to that, dude. Let's look that up.
Bunkers and bomb shelters for sale. Let's see.
Let's go, bro.
Oh, here's a luxury survival bunker. And these are people. They're selling like parcels in this thing. I think. Like, so you don't get the whole thing. I want the whole thing. Here's a cave. What is this?
Yeah, dude, you want to buy a cave, bro?
It's a cave for $1.5 million, a limestone cave. Oh, look at that. Wow. Are you seeing this?
I can't see it. Oh, yeah. Where is this?
It's in Indiana, I think.
And it's underground?
Yeah, dude. It's all underground.
And how much is it?
Well, I think it might be something. Let's watch this little video here. Oh, there's a TV. Wait, is there a TV show called Extreme Survival Bunkers? Dude, we got to check this out. What a great idea for a TV show.
Yeah.
If a nuclear conflict were to erupt, what kind of facility would protect its occupants from a direct atomic blast? If you ask Robert Vicino, the answer resides with his California-based shelter company, Vivos, that builds fully stocked underground bunkers designed to withstand massive disasters and catastrophes.
It was kind of like a Noah inspiration.
Owner and founder Robert Vicino is currently expanding the Vivos global network, hoping to bring long-term survival options to the average citizen. In Latin, vivos means to live, and that's exactly what Robert intends to give his clients.
Look at
The
that.
option to have a safe and long life. The community shelters can house up to 1,000 people,
Whoa.
and the smallest shelter that houses
Whoa.
80 people offers 10,000 square feet of reinforced luxury, 6 deluxe bathrooms, 20 bedrooms, kitchen and dining areas, laundry facilities, a repair shop, a communication center, and even a detention area. Each shelter is
Oh,
stocked
sorry.
for
Isn't that interesting? They have a detention area, dude, because you would need that, right? Like, what if somebody gets out of line? You got to be able to
Yeah. Hey, we're underground, but you can't be an asshole.
put them in timeout. You start with the detention area, and if they're bad enough, you send them out to the surface.
food supply, medicine, and a complete wardrobe of comfortable clothing and footwear in all sizes.
That's claustrophobic, isn't it? Seeing it like that, all that underground. Oh, that'd be hard. Would you? Now, I've heard you say you'd rather the nuke just land right on you. I would much rather be in this
if it's
kind
gonna
of
get
thing.
really bad,
But what if you could go down in this? Would you continue to live, or would you rather just get nuked?
that's a hard question, Johnny.
Really? Oh, dude, I could live my life in this thing. No
Never
problem,
go
baby.
outside.
If it's hellscape out there, yeah, of course. And I had plenty of movies. Like, it looked like he had a great DVD library. Yeah, I'd be fine. I'd be totally fine.
All right, Johnny. I want to buy it. There used to be doomsday properties. I don't know where they
I'm
are.
sure there are, but there's not really, like, you'd have to just go and search every, like, local Zillow, you know what I'm saying? And be like, and just
No,
find
there
them
used to
there.
be a place where you could find doomsday properties.
Like a website or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like this Vivos guy just makes them all over the place. There's one in West Virginia here.
I'm in.
So okay, here's another story.
I gotta go.
Okay, last story then. I just knew you would love this. So did you hear about this, Sam? This is from the Telegraph. Phone sex, that's in quotes, prison officer insisted on wearing skin tight trousers to work, court was told. A female prison officer, and the interesting thing about this is the photos. A female prison officer accused of having an affair with an inmate insisted on wearing tight pants, a court heard, as accusations emerged that she had a relationship with a second prisoner. Ruth Schmilo, 26, is on trial, accused of having a 5-month relationship with a, quote, manipulative drug dealer, Harry Pullen, and having secret phone sex with him. The court heard on Wednesday that Mrs. Schmilo was accused by prison bosses of her behavior toward other inmates while working as a custody officer. So I want to show you the photos of this. Let's just Google
Hold on.
her really
So
quick.
what is the issue? She wore tight pants?
No. She was having phone sex with this guy in like an
Well,
intimate
Johnny,
relationship.
doesn't that look like an AI picture?
No, but these don't. Look at this. Look at this broad. That's a prison guard in England, dude.
That chick right there,
Yes.
the brunette.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but it looks AI to me.
Wait, are you? Oh, you're not looking. Oh, it didn't change tabs. I forget that this thing doesn't change tabs with me. Sorry, buddy. Hold on. I forgot that. Look at her.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this, dude.
Like, why would you allow something that looks like that to work in somewhere like that? Like, what are you doing? Like, get out of here. Imagine
her.
how good a game you have to work that.
Oh, as a prisoner? Yeah, she
Yeah.
must be into it. She's got to be like in the prisoners or something, right? It's got to be her thing. Oh, this makes her even hotter. Look, she's flicking off the camera as she's going into court.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. And it's like so funny. You're like, what are you doing?
Oh,
Hey, man, you're making this punishment bearable by slinging ass.
Bro, she's going to go on OnlyFans for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure, dude. So Putin, for the first time in a very long time, had a public, like a public town hall kind of thing. And he had AI Putin ask him a question. It's so bizarre. Watch this.
Владимир Владимирович, здравствуйте.
That's AI Putin on the right there. Obviously a little thinner than he actually is in real life right now.
Yeah, that's so fun. But it looks just like him.
Yeah.
Правда ли, что у
And
вас
look what he
много
asks him.
двойников?
I want to ask, is it true that you have many body doubles?
I'm
И еще.
And how do you feel about the dangers that artificial intelligence and neural networks bring to our lives?
Спасибо.
next thing you know, this AI's dead.
Yeah,
It's been offed.
this guy has no sense of humor. He says, well, I see you can look like me and talk in my voice, but I thought and decided that only one person should look like myself and talk in my voice. That person is going to be me.
So all of a sudden, someone steps in and just shoots the AI right in the screen. Boom, he's dead.
Yeah. So here's Clarissa Shields getting
dropped in sparring, but the feud between her and
knocked down by some dude.
ain't over. This is what she had to say.
It's a dude named Arthur. I don't even know his last name, but he's a Russian, and they don't have no respect.
What?
But he was so mad that I embarrassed him that him and his coach decided to put him on some gloves that had very little to zero pounds.
Oh, she's so full. I mean, dude, they're just.
Wait, look, that should be easy to see. Let me see. Hold on.
Thoughts on this? This clip is from 2018, and the other boxer is artist Amatov's from Latvia.
Let's see, 6-1. This guy.
This is what she had to say.
Let's see if you can see if he's got like. Yeah, I mean,
Clarissa Shields
those.
just got
No, those are normal boxing gloves, dude.
Those are normal, dude. It's the dumbest thing you've ever heard. Look at he
And
just
she's got
caught her
headgear.
just
They
right.
both got headgear on. I mean, it's,
Yeah, he caught her just right.
I don't even know his last name, but he's a Russian. And
It's funny. I don't watch any women's
Like,
boxing.
I
so I'm
love
not
that she's
familiar
like,
with
they
this.
don't have respect for women. You've literally bragging
really.
about knocking out, hitting guys and doing all this stuff. You entered in with the understanding you guys were going to box each other. And
This
I
guy
guarantee that,
would hit a woman. Can you believe that?
I mean, I guarantee you start off going, we're just going to have fun. We'll just do some light sparring. And she cracked him one. He's like, okay, all right. So this is real? Okay. Bang. And it's just like, because she's been talking like, dude,
You
Thurman,
don't have no respect for women.
you think you can beat Thurman? You remember when like
Dude.
all the crazy people were like, Ronda Rousey could take out, she might catch Floyd Mayweather. And like, I was like, you're delusional. That is never happening. Ever.
Dude,
And
there
now
wasn't
you know.
one guy in UFC who could, I mean, even hope to catch Floyd Mayweather. Male.
In boxing.
No, in UFC, back then, there was not one guy in UFC or boxing that could hit Floyd Mayweather. He just couldn't be hit. He was that kind of special talent.
Yeah, but in a all things go, they would have ragdolled that guy or kicked him in
No,
the
but
leg.
that's not. I
1,000
mean,
times.
that's not the sport. I'm sure if Floyd Mayweather came up doing UFC, he'd be great at that too. He's just a freak athlete. He'd be good at whatever he did.
If he could have learned jujitsu, yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he would have been great at that. He would have been great.
What
we're-
else is there, Johnny? Do we have
That's
anything
it, buddy.
else?
Yeah, we're good now. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's.
Thank you for a good year, Sam. I had a lot of fun this year. We had a good
We're
year.
gonna
I
do
think.
our Dana. I swear to God. Stop. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. You guys are the best. We love you. This wasn't my best show ever.
It was a
Hopefully,
good show.
Johnny.
It's fun. You're always talking
just-
down on yourself.
Yeah, it wasn't my best show.
It's
So
late,
we're gonna
man.
do
It's
it.
late. It's almost
We're gonna
3
do
o'clock,
all this
Ryan.
shit. We're gonna make the world a better place. All right. Thank you guys. Go to samtripoli.com. Check out all my ads. Check out call in and tell us what your favorite stories on the podcast were. Johnny might do a recap if you can remember episode and story. We're gonna get the list of calls, the best calls ever by our good friend Mark.
And here's the number right here. The number for that is 657-339-1338. Again, that's 657-339-1338.
Oh yeah, Johnny, that was the last thing we have to talk about. But Kanye West went crazy again.
What did he do? I saw him
He
out
just
with his girl. Like,
went
just,
on
they were
another
dressed
rant.
insane.
Just
Oh, no.
another rant.
I thought he was doing that. Your theory is he did that to get out of that deal. What is he
Yeah.
saying now?
But
He's
now
already
he's
out of the
back
deal, so-
at it again. He's
Oh,
back
no,
at it again.
Anti-Semitic thing here.
Yeah, he's
Jesus
doing it
Christ, Hitler, yay. What is he saying? Oh no, here. Okay, this is from. We'll end on this. This is a great way to end the year. They keep using this photo every time they show him of him and Donald Trump. I mean, it's clearly an agenda kind of thing.
Yeah, they definitely want to. They
Kanye
definitely
West
want.
Kanye West is apparently in the grips of a serious mental health episode. That's the only conclusion to draw from his furious rant attacking his ex-business partners, Donald Trump, and of course, Jewish people. Looking like a cult leader, Kanye was surrounded by a few dozen people early Friday morning somewhere in Vegas.
Hot chicks.
When he just lost it, roughly a 10-minute explosion, he seemed... Is there a video of this?
Yeah.
Is there a video of this?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to see a little of that at least. Hold on. Where okay, hold on. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Kanye disses everybody. This is what we want.
Kanye disses everybody.
Kanye's the best.
No, none of y'all here with no Instagram, nobody living, nobody and I don't want to hear shit from none of these talk about, oh, he's in an episode. Harley Passenik, follow me.
Wait, dude, he's got like professional camera crew following him around while he's doing this too.
right. Like it's just
kill Aaron Carter.
Wait, he's talking about them killing Aaron Carter. Interesting.
So my whole thing about this is
go ahead. You get what I'm saying?
Kanye West is so brilliant, okay? And he is 100% a symptom of the modern day clickbait, say the most outrageous stuff to get people to talk to you. And it is this belief I have that right now, like going viral is like destroying humanity right now. The desire to go viral is...
Wait, are you saying you think he's doing this for attention? This right here?
Yes.
Interesting. See, I think he's off it. I think he's lost his mind.
I think I think that's part of it.
I think he's lost his mind and he's saying all the things that he has learned while he was in behind the curtain, so to speak. And now he's saying things that they wish he wouldn't say.
Yeah, he's full on crazy. He still puts out amazing music. That's the whole thing. He still puts out amazing music.
Yeah, and apparently his last album wasn't that great. And so that's why people started to turn on him a little bit. But I heard the new thing might be okay. Here, I just want to hear just a little bit more of this for you.
Pusher, your trainer, Harley Passenik, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? And they hang around these niggas just for the money or some Mike Rubin shit. Slap the shit out of Mike Rubin. I see that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, fuck these niggas, bro. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? I'm on my Farrakhan Don shit right now, bro. Because guess what? These Yeezys gonna sell. Yeah. They sabotaged the show today. They sabotaged the Instagram. They cut off the Adidas contract. They did all shit. Then they want to go get Light Skin Ye. You gotta understand. That's Jerry. His real name is Light Skin Ye, bro.
Oh, you know who he's talking about, right? He's talking about Jerry Lorenzo. He's this designer from this brand called Fear of God. He's like a big time fashion designer, and he was working with Nike. And he had some successful like lines and stuff with Nike, but nowhere near as big as Yeezy. And they brought him over to Adidas to replace Kanye. So he's calling him light skin Kanye.
I thought Adidas brought Kanye back again.
Nah, I don't think so. No, they just sold all his stuff. Like they agreed to sell the remaining inventory of his stuff. They're not doing any new stuff though.
And as he told me that was his name. It was Light Skin Ye. They want the light skin version. They want a George Floyd. They want a Virgil.
He's talking about Virgil Abloh too, another big time fashion designer who did shoes with them. He's a guy who died like this year or last year.
At a funeral, I saw 2, 3, 4, 5 white people not let me speak in Virgil. None of y'all and Drake, nigga. Hold on.
Listen to that, dude. You don't interrupt Kanye, dude, especially if you're his girl.
What'd she say?
She was just saying, agreeing with him or something. He's like, listen, I'm talking now. Here, I'll run it back.
Yeah. Keep going.
Virgil, they don't let me speak at the funeral. I saw 2, 3, 4, 5 white people not let me speak in Virgil. None of y'all and Drake, nigga. Hold on.
This is like when you're trying to say something on tinfoil and then XG interrupts you. This is what. That's what you're like.
3, 4, 5 white people not let me speak in Virgil. None of y'all and Drake, nigga. Hold on. Be quiet while I'm talking, baby. Drake, I love you. I'm gonna get the tattoo. But any of y'all niggas, Trav, Drake, whoever, y'all gotta show up. And don't tell me I'm talking crazy. I'm motherfucking Pharrell and me. Hey, come on. Me, Pharrell, we broke down this door. We all in this shit together. We all in this shit together. And we all dealing with a lot of. We all, and what I'm telling you, a lot of people had shit to say about my Jewish comments, but ain't nobody in this motherfucking room, and none of y'all entertainment niggas ever said nothing when I was praying to see my kids. One of the last days, what's my kid that got fucking locked up for the make selling shit?
He lost his steam.
Okay, look. So Tory Lanez called me. We were saying prayers. We were saying prayers on the phone together. And I prayed that day. And y'all saw that shit. And y'all saw when I couldn't see my kids. When I couldn't
I'd
see
love to get on one of these prayer calls.
Listen, dude, I also think, dude,
don't tell me about my fucking political opinion. I made more.
That when you get to a certain height, like, that's why to me Joe Rogan is so amazing, because he's so mentally sharp, because he never ever entered into this, like, he is all about his own shit. Look at what Rogan does. Creates his own club, creates his own fucking podcast. Does he do a million other podcasts to make, like a Joe Rogan network? Doesn't do any of that shit. Just does the Joe Rogan shit. Is such everything on lockdown. I think when you get this big, it just makes you crazy. Because maybe human beings aren't meant to have this many people knowing you and listening to you and following you and worshiping you, sadly, because you're not supposed to get worshiped. That it just makes you crazy because you don't know who's real friends. Who's your real friends? Who's not your real friends? Who are the people around you? And are they giving you the best advice, or are they giving you the best advice to make the most money?
I've got those headphones he's got on. Good headphones.
Johnny, a lot of people call you the white Yee. They call you White Yee, dog.
The white skin, yay. That's me.
The white skin, yay. You're the white skin.
He's the light skin, yay. I'm the white skin, yay.
I love that, dude. Well, that was the end. Let's end the year on Kanye just going off on stuff.
One thing I mentioned, he talked about his little Bible prayer thing on the phone. I was thinking, you keep talking about doing Bible study. Dude, I really think maybe once a month we should do like a Sunday or whatever. I know you have a thing about the Sabbath day. I don't really care.
I mean,
like
dude, I'm thinking about quitting comedy and making Friday the day of rest.
We should have, but the thing is, though, it doesn't really matter what day, because these days are just arbitrary. What we call the days, it's just made up names for what day of the week it is. And we've lost track of them, surely, like over the thousands of years.
Yeah, I mean, isn't there only supposed to be like there's like 13 months, and then there's
but who cares? That's my point about that. But as long as you have a day of rest, is what I'm saying. But we should do like a Zoom or something, kind of like Union of the Unwanted, but with even more people than that. Maybe like a Twitter Spaces where you get on some guy who really goes deep on the Bible and just does like a like a sermon kind of thing, but like a Bible goes deep into like the translations and stuff. I would love to do that. Like a modern, because I've wanted that for so long, like church that I could stomach, like a modern day, like really that like wants to know things, not just like a shut down.
Yeah, we should do a Twitter, reading the Bible,
space.
Twitter.
Yeah, it could be cool.
Twitter space.
I'm not even joking, dude. Like a real.
I'm in.
Like if you had you, it seems like you know somebody who really breaks it down like that. I would love to.
Yeah, I'm down.
Like who's not afraid to talk about what aliens are. You know what I mean? You'd never get that in a real church. Anyway,
I'm down.
Thanks for this year, dude. I had a great time, as always.
I'm in.
Thanks to XG and everybody. Mark, Dana, like you said the other day.
Thank you to Dana.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody who called in and left us,
Of course, all the voicemails. Sorry we didn't get to all
the
of them.
voicemails, all that. Listen, but we're going to make Broken Sim even better. We just got to figure out make it even better. We got to figure out how to clip it up. Maybe I just got to learn how to be funny. I don't know, man. There's so much going on. We're going to work our asses off.
Sam is so unsatisfied with what he has. It's so funny because this show is like, I mean, every month it gets more listeners than it did the previous month. And he's just like, oh, it's not big enough. Oh.
Well, I feel like I really let everybody down on this episode because I had no stories.
No, yeah, but you gave me all those news things to bring up that were crazy. Fun with Stupid. That lady's favorite segment. So.
All right, guys, we love you. Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We'll see you on the other side. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Pick up your guitar, sing me a song. This was Groover's paradise. Now the Groover is gone. Was a cool little city